Thank you for that report. A Hobart, Indiana family claims 3 police officers used excessive force after responding to a 911 call, and it was all caught on tape. And now this family wants those officers disciplined. WGN's Lourdes Duarte is in our newsroom with more on the story. Lourdes.
And Steve, the family had their lawyers do the talking. Those lawyers have now started the process to file a lawsuit. They say what happened to this family is unacceptable.
Another slap at Candace, and you'll see here he unholsters his weapon, puts it in her face.
An all-out brawl that ended with the Oleg family on the ground, in handcuffs, and arrested.
It really takes a few times to view it because there is so much going on.
But before it got this bad, it seemed like a routine run for police. The Olegs called 911 over a suspicious car in their neighborhood. When officers arrived,
the Olegs weren't satisfied that the police were going to do anything about it.
So they told the officers they'd take it up with the mayor, and that's when it went from a routine call to a rowdy fight, as officers say they tried to arrest Mr. Oleg.
Because he was disturbing the peace. He was becoming disorderly. He was talking too loud in his front yard.
Here's another look at that fight. First, Mrs. Oleg is allegedly punched by one of the officers. Then those officers appear to wrestle everyone else to the ground. Mrs. Oleg, in an attempt to come to her adult son's rescue, is allegedly hit for a third time. And then an officer is seen pulling out his weapon and pointing it at her. It got so bad, the couple's 8-year-old son, who was watching this whole thing, called 911. The Olegs say they were never aggressive with the officers and can't understand what set them off.
What can you possibly think of that you could say to me that would justify me as a police officer as pulling my weapon and pointing it in your face? I think nothing that I can think of.
And here's the response tonight from the Hobart City Attorney. Quote, the Hobart Police Department will have the matter investigated by an independent agency, which will be the Lake County Sheriff's Department, end quote. Right now, those officers are still on active duty until the investigation is done. Meanwhile, the family says that they had that surveillance camera because of recent vandalism in their neighborhood. Live in the newsroom, Lourdes Duarte, WGN News.
Thank you, Lourdes. Well, right by an on-duty